Hi everybody, how we doing? Yada, you finally won a shirt prediction. I know, it's the greatest moment ever. How we doing, guys? What's up, Ake? How you doing? Tango is so predictable. Try to clean up my glasses roll. I hate glasses. They're so dumb. Imagine living in a time where we can't fix vision. It's gonna be laughable. People had to wear these stupid things on their face for their entire life. How dumb. LASIK, well, the problem is my eyes are still getting worse, so yeah, it'll just, if I get LASIK, it'll be unlacified in, you know, a year or two, probably. Contacts don't work. I can't get it on my face. I tried. I have tried contracts, yeah. I spent hours trying to stick these things in my eye, and I just, after like 2 weeks, I gave up. All right, hi everybody, happy Wednesday. No, it's not Wednesday, it's Friday, right? I think it's Friday, yeah. I spent 12 hours, yeah, exactly. I spent a good portion of my life in front of a screen, so as sad as that is, yeah. What's up, Flaming Giant? How you doing? You need to be able to open your eyes for contacts. Is that how that works? Thank you for that wisdom. I appreciate that. Daniel, how you doing? Found out to get another root canal. That sounds like a wonderful thing, Daniel. I mean, root canals, just pile them right on. Yeah, exactly, Brad. Exactly. Yes, confirmed. Daniel is nuts. You also need eyes for contacts. Is that an observation joke? I think that's an observation joke, rule. All right, guys. Today we're doing something kind of fun. I'm excited about it. We're going to be playing with some audio. We have the first official audio for Duckdown 3, done by my sound guy, Del Chupanebre. I can't pronounce his name. Del Chupanebre. He said he'd be here. Are you here, Del? Are you here? This is there's gonna be a lot more audio. We've already been in talks, obviously, on a lot of different systems and things like that. But this is like the kind of like getting the process going, right? So what we're doing today is he may be here later. I have some audio so I'm going to turn the music off and stuff in a bit when we get to it. And we have some audio for the mountain, for the exterior of the mountain. A combination of wind sounds that we're going to install in various places. We're going to play a lot with like spherical audio regions and stuff today. But then I also have some really cool sounds for the actual cursed tentacles coming out of the mountain that are like, they're going to have their own like kind of groans and stuff to them. Very cool stuff. So, and we're going to work together, and we're going to set a bunch of spherical regions that we can visually see using mini HUD, and then get them all placed together and stuff like that, so that when players fly by the mountain, it just sounds awesome. So that's what I'm excited about. A doorbell sound? Maybe. I don't know. We'll see about a doorbell. No one's gonna use the doorbell, guys. No one will ever use it. You said last stream you were working on revolutionary things. Did it succeed? No, it did not. I was very, very excited about the opportunity of something happening, and it couldn't be done, and I had to drop it, and it made me sad. I'll be honest, the last couple days, guys, has been me like just reviewing the design of the game and poking holes in things that I think are a little lackluster. Specifically the fear system, I think needs some tweaks. And I've been struggling with making that at the quality level that I want it to be at yeah, just to leave it at that. The fear system isn't where I want it to be. So okay, so Let's grab a bunch of player heads. What do we have the most of? Probably like Enderman, witches. We got a lot of witches. Let's do witches. Coda, you always have the migraines. Can you spoil what didn't work? No, I can't, because we're gonna still do a flavor of it that's not gonna be nearly as cool as the original idea, but we're still gonna do something kind of cool. You'll see eventually. You'll see eventually. Bum, 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 ba-dum, ba-dum, bum. Witches heads. Yeah, of course. All right, so let me see here. This is gonna be today, like a little bit different today because I got a lot of audio files. There's gonna be a lot of me like doing stuff on the fly here. I gotta remember how this stuff works, as I always forget. So we're just kind of hanging out. We're gonna make the audio for the mountain come alive. And a lot of the interesting thing is gonna be, because we're gonna be using spherical regions. Satisfactory does prevent migraines. Yeah, it's been medically proven. Because we're gonna be using spherical regions, we're gonna have to be doing a lot of like, some of it may be like right inside the mountain, but I have a feeling some of it's gonna be like floating inside like the some of these peaks. So we're gonna have to be doing a lot of like scaffolding and stuff like that too. Oh, Coda, I want to play again. I've been tempted to start up another run. My friends are playing Satisfactory and they're telling me about it and they're showing me pictures. I'm just like, oh, I want to play again. Yeah. Okay, so is there any way to increase the signal strength past 3 with the impulse item filter and still keep overflow protection? Why would you want to increase it over 3? Yeah, I think you probably could if you stuffed some more things in those 2nd through 5th slot. It should still work. If for some reason you needed to extend the redstone to be 4 or 5 blocks, I think that would work. Yeah. How do I feel about all the video feedback? I love all the video feedback. The comments in the last video were awesome. Yeah, so if you guys left a comment, I really appreciate it. It was good. It was good. And, you know, unfortunately, we're at the point in the season where views are down, and that's part of the way Hermitcraft. That's part of the way that Hermitcraft goes. But the comments were phenomenal, and I really, really appreciate it. So. Okay, so let's get started here. I need to get my FTP program going here. This is a new Satisfactory and update of the old game, or completely new game? Same game. They just did a free patch 1.2. Audio player uploads. There we go. FTP program, excuse me? What? Yeah, that's how I transfer files to the Hermitcraft server? What? Why am I excusing you? All right, so let me kill... Not even SF, whatever. Sure, maybe. I don't even know. It's I click buttons, man. I'm not a nerd, all right? All right. So I can still kind of hear that a little bit. Let me actually pause it. Pause. All right. I can actually move that line back up. Okay. All right. So the audio sounds like, here's the first, I have 3 categories of sounds. I have 3 categories of sounds. A wind gust. I have 4 versions of a wind gust. They sound similar, but we have a little bit of variety just so we can kind of loop them and they don't sound that loopy. And then I have 9 samples for both large and medium tentacles for the for these things here. So these things are gonna have like their own little sound as you approach them, which is kind of cool. And the reason we have large and medium is because I'm actually thinking there's going to be some of this kind of stuff like in Greywick. And those will probably be considered the small ones. We'll see though. Do you have any stone crack screen noises? What? Risk? I don't know what you mean. Why would I have stone cracking noises? Jaguar, thank you for 18 months. Okay, so here is the wind gust. Not sure on audio levels if you can hear that or whatever. Can you hear it? It's breezy, right? You're hearing it? Okay. All right. It's wind. It's wind, all right. So what I want to do is we're gonna have to use some F4 today here to really like look. I want to set up some like spherical regions. I think we're gonna do wind first, and then go back in and place the creaking sounds of the tentacles. Like obviously, like that one and that one are gonna get the large one, but then there'll be like littler ones. You know, like maybe that one over there will get a medium one or something like that. I think cracking rocks as the skulk breaches. Oh, well, we have sounds for the skulk, so they sound a little bit like cracking rock, kind of. I guess you could call it that, yeah. All right, so we want large areas for the wind. But one of the big things I don't want is I don't want people sitting in this building that's going to be here and listening to constant wind sounds. Like as soon as they get in the building, I want it to go away. So, and I don't know exactly where the building's going to be, so I'm probably just going to have no sounds go across this area right now. So as soon as you get on this platform, the wind will stop, I think. But I also have to be careful. I didn't even think of that too. I also have to be careful of I probably want an audio sphere that's like up here to get this peak. But if it's too big, I don't want you to like enter the game. Like we talked about, the game entrance will probably be like right around here or so. I don't want you to be like in here riding and hearing wind. Like I want different sounds for that. So I forget, regions are a one definition volume, right? Not being able to say the intersection union of geometries. Correct. If I want to play at different locations, I need different mob heads for that. Can't you do regions? Regions are, I could do regions, but I don't want to because they are, what's the word? Cubic, rectangular 3D spaces. But more importantly, they don't support audio fall off. And I don't want you to like come in here and be like, and then the wind just kicks on, right? Regions are good for like global sounds that encompass the whole game or something. I'll be using them a lot for that. But for something where you want sound to like kind of fade in and have natural audio fall off, you got to use the spherical stuff. Correct me if I'm wrong, Fred. So let's see here. Let's just get a shape going. Shape, renderer, remove that one. We're going to add a sphere. Your rep is actually thinking about ways of doing what you want within this morning as it happens. That'd be amazing. Yeah, if we could get, bro, that's like the biggest request. If we could get regions with audio fall off, that would be the greatest thing ever. Like, cause I would use them way more. Did the horns go off? Probably, you mean the warning hooters? I don't think so. I think I might have misheard them or something. Zang, thank you. There's one. I hear that. Not even gonna read that, Zang, but thanks. Thanks for the insight. And Aletha, how you doing? Thank you so much for the DNR. That would be interesting. That'd be difficult, but it'd be interesting. Aletha, thank you so much. I mean, they do support fall off, but they act as a cutoff of the sphere. Oh. So you... All right, so either the sphere doesn't include... If the sphere encompasses the entire region, then the region is going to have hard cutoff sounds. If the region is bigger than the sphere, then you don't cover the whole region. So seems like there's problems either way there. What's up, Evil? How you doing? Did I read yours? Why would I do that? Even lunch with a piece of pie. In England, it's called a lift. In America, it's called an elevator. I guess people are just raised differently. Okay. I know, right? Right. This is, why do we even allow that guy in here? All right, so let's make that shape here. Let's go sphere. For the wind stuff, I think we want a pretty big area. So let me just look at like a 64 block radius and see what happens. Now, let's see. I want to color code these. So we'll say blue will be wind. We'll say, and then we'll pick two other colors for the large and the medium. What do you call it? But blue seems like a good color for wind, actually. So set here and there we go. Oh, Della, you're here. Awesome. Glad you could make it. Okay, so we're just getting set up with the first Hockey Talk is presuming hiring of Babcock is something to be questioned. Is San Jose trading number 2? Did San Jose trade the number 2 pick? I haven't been following stuff, Renegade. I haven't followed stuff at all. All right, so I think again this is gonna be so much easier. I just need free cam here to see what's going on. Like that's obviously not in the right spot, but it is interesting. I think the audio again, Brett, correct me if I'm wrong. The audio will still play above the build height, right? So I don't have to worry. That clipping sound is just a rendering thing. The audio should still play up there. So I have to look at like, I don't want, the player's going to be riding in like somewhere around the height I am here. So I don't want any spherical regions to go in here. So I can lower that one quite a bit. So let's lower it and kick it back. Configure, let's see, X, let's lower it by, there's going to be a lot of trial and error here. We'll lower it by 30 blocks and we'll kick it back on the Z by, let's try 2600. Nope, we're going the wrong way apparently. There we go, 25, 24. I can do this. All right, let's see how that looks. Are you watching the World Cup? No, I don't like soccer. Football. Okay, height-wise, that can still go down a bit. Like, I'm trying to do this where I don't have like a billion regions, so it looks like this one can get a little bit bigger. Let's kick this up to, we'll say 80 and lower that down to 240. How's that looking? Okay, I think that's about as low as I want to get. Again, assuming the player is going to be riding on a minecart, they should go under here. So, what's up, Axolotl? How you doing? Hey, Quiet Dog, how you doing? Most of that is underground, but what kind of overground coverage are we getting? Or can I even have a million tiny regions? Yeah, I don't want to. This is going to take forever. I want to get the regions for, especially for wind. I want to get the regions as big as possible. Especially because the wind regions are actually going to require a little bit of redstone to randomize this, to not randomize the sounds, but to play them at the right interval and stuff like that. Well, I guess they both will. Some wind audio is not an issue while traveling by cart. Well, maybe, maybe not. You don't know what the experience is, Kaikaku. I can't pronounce your name, but for the ride into Greywick, I don't know that I want howling winds and stuff. Okay. What do we think? Can I go? Maybe I just go like bigger. Let's do this. Let's go. Sorry, this is gonna take me a while to kind of get in the groove here of how this works. What if I do that and then raise this up back up to 260, cover more of the mountain, and yeah, bigger and higher. Okay. Hockey Talk San Jose traded the 20th overall for 27th. Oh, yeah, the Kessler ring trade. I saw that. I feel like that's a not a big deal either way. Why not do a rectangle? Polly, we talked about that. Rectangle doesn't have the smooth fall off that I want. Okay, this might be getting close for the first one. But I guess like I could keep going and make it even bigger and even taller. Right? Like what if I did radius, I mean, just to go to the extreme here, radius 150 and raise that up to probably 99. Now we're covering a lot. Okay, I got to raise it up a little bit more. Let's go 305. Looks like my mountain is a drinking glass. I know, it's like a big chalice or something, yeah. I think it's better, right? I mean, it does mean you're going to hear sounds like up here, but that's fine, right? So maybe we go for that for... I gotta go a little bit higher. Let's go there. Okay. You do hear a phone notification. My phone's going off, yeah? All right. Sorry, I'm just trying to think like if there's a better way to do this. It's because I want to keep the audio out of the ride into Greywick that like otherwise I could just lower this and we could have a huge area that covers a lot of the mountain. Is the center still inside the mountain? Yeah, I mean, I suppose I could position this a little bit. In terms of this, though, we're also good here, right? Like, as they're standing in the building, this is the Z-axis here. And in terms of Z-axis, it's really good there because of, like, the building will be here, so they won't hear that. Could you turn off the wind while the game is playing? I mean, I could and all that, but that'd be really complicated, so there's no reason. All right, so... what I need to do now, where is the center? We gotta go. What do we think? Is this a good first region for like the peaks? Or should I move it? Looking for some input. Looks good. All right. Yeah, we're using mini HUD here to do spherically, to draw these spherical regions because that's going to help me know where my audio can be heard. All right, so... 613, 315, 2470. Someone write that down. And a radius of 150. I'll write it down. We've got 613, 315. This is going to be the tedious part, 2470. This is going to take way longer than I thought. With a radius of 150. All right. So, nope. I want to go here. Let's go. I think that's inside the mountain, right? What was the height? Oh, the height was at 315. Oh, wait. Can I not even build it there? I can't even build it there because it's too tall. Right? What's the build height again? I always forget. Okay, we could do it. Oh, but then I'm going to see the thing, though. Because this has got to be... because obviously this has to be hidden. Yeah, it's 319, right? This has got to be hidden, so I have to lower this. Zephyr, that only works with regions. Right? Brad, correct me if I'm wrong, you can't make spherical regions, right? I can't, like, specify a point and a radius and then put the note block in a different location, right? No idea, Renegade. Probably not. Oh, that feature is added, but planned but not added yet. Okay, gotcha. Okay, so since the note block has to physically be at this center location, I have to lower this. Let me get to that location first. 613 2470. Oh wow, we're actually very close already. All right, so let's move it to here. And we'll just go a couple of blocks down here. I need some temp blocks. Stream summary says I'm working on Duck Down 3. No idea what that means. Let's grab some netherrack. Probably more scaffolding. We're gonna be tearing through it, doing stupid stuff. Scaffold. Boop boop. We got the witch's heads. We're gonna need a whole bunch of note blocks. Doinkers. And then we're gonna need randomizers and a little bit of redstone for each one of these. That's gonna take a while. Okay. Let me think. I want to play like the wind. I want to play every 16 seconds. Where the creaking tentacle noises can be played. They're not going to overlap, and they're going to be played more sporadically with some downtime in between them. So I think I probably need an etho hopper clock for each one of these. I have randomization on which one to play rule, but I don't have randomization on timings. The timing is still up to me. So I can put them all like in a playlist and it'll randomly pick which one I want to play. But in terms of the frequency which they play, the house will be done with redstone still, as it should be. Okay. Boop, boop. Let me grab some blocks to build on here. Boop, boop, boop. And make sure we got what we're gonna need. We're gonna need all the hopper clock stuff. So I got comparators. Do I have stickies in here? Yep, enough. I got a redstone block. Okay. We should be good. What's up, hardcore player? How you doing? Armor stand on redstone for the sporadic one. It's that's a great timer, Thomas. I like that one, but I want it to play a little bit more frequently than that. The armor stand on redstone ore one, I think, has super high variance, but also randomizes over like the course of 45 seconds, I think is its average time. Oh, maybe. Yeah, I don't think so, Del. Because we need isolated little pieces for each one of these. 45 seconds is the average for random ticks in general. Oh, okay, yeah. God, this mountain is so tall. Please don't blow me up. All right, so we want to stay here, but we want to go down a little bit. Let's see if I can pull this off. Come on. Nope. I don't want to have to get the happy gas out of here. My bad. I really don't want to have to get the happy gas out. There we go. That should be enough. Maybe. Kind of, sort of. Thank you. Okay. I'm a pro. Professional. Yeah. Okay, so give me my bed back first of all before I... Yep, cool, thanks. Goodbye, bed. Hello chat, what is Tango doing here? For those just showing up, we're adding audio sounds to the mountain. We're adding like wind gusts and creaking noises and stuff to the cursed tentacles outside. Okay, so let's get this as high as we can. Let's make a little platform. By high as we can, I mean good enough. Let's make, I think we just make an etho hopper clock right here. How many times will I drop my redstone box this session? What else do I need? What else do I need? What else do I need? Sure. 14 times? Yeah. Chat, when is Hermitcraft getting chaos cubed? Probably next week, I think. I'm not sure. All right, how do you make these things again? Let's see here. Doink. Doink, doink, doink. Doink, doink. Testios. All right, and if I want a 16-second clock, what's 16 divided by 0.4? I want to go 40 blocks, but 20, since we can just go one on either side, and that should just about do it. Helps if I count them out first. All right. That should give me a 16-second timer. Did he build anything else today? No, we're just getting started. There's a lack of music intentional. I could turn music on. Yeah, it's getting a little bit weird for me. I hate not having music. Sorry, I'm having throat issues today too. I can't talk. Okay. And then, let's see. We could probably just put this right here, right? Yeah, that works. Okay. So now we do this. Let's get the... Well, let's just get all the sounds uploaded. Boop, boop. Boop. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. That should be all done. So now I can go audio player, server file, audio 3. Oh, look at that. It puts them in there for me. Brad, you're amazing for doing that. Wind gust. Oh, wait. No. I want to do... All right, hang on. First, I want to do range. What did I say the radius was? 150. And then I think I need to... Oh. You don't know that. Oh, I have to do this first. Okay. I'm trying to think. Do I do the roleplay stuff first, or do I add the first one and then do roleplay? Because I want to do randomized enable. It has no audio data. Okay, so I got to put one on there first and then add the additional ones to the roleplay. Okay. Audio player, server file. Can I just do wind? No. Wind 1. Done. Put it on an item. DO3, wind 1. Boom. Okay. And now range 150 and role play randomized enabled. And now I want to check the range of the radius. Oh, because I lowered it. Yeah. Okay, good point. Yeah, I mean, honestly, let's just do this, right? Let's just move, configure, set here, and change this to 145. I know I'm off by 1, but it's close enough. Let's see how we're looking. Yeah, that should be good still. Why am I lost? Oh, I'm on the backside of the mountain. Okay, good. All right. I think I like that position. All right. I did the role play, randomized, enabled. And now append. Oh, I got to get the ID. Do I do? All right, server file. Sorry, Brett, this must be painful for you. Win2. Done. Copy the ID. And now do role play. No. Randomized. Append ID. Done. Okay. So that's, we got 2 audios. We have 2 audio files on that head now. So now we need to do this. 3. Copy the ID. And now do append the new ID. Now we have those on. And now I can do the 4th one. Copy that ID and paste that one in. Now if I do role play randomized info, it should show I have 4 audio files on there. Fantastic. So now I just do this and I think we're done. The only other variable we might tweak is volume. Oh, I guess there's fall off too. Like, you really don't hear it at all toward this outer. Brett, how does the inner and outer fall off? Like, where does fall off start? Does it start right at the origin and linear out to the edge, or is there an inner area where the fall off starts? And is that configurable? Because I'd like to push that inner area out right now so that I get full volume out to like 75%. It's not configurable. Okay, so I might need to increase the radius a little bit more. It'd be nice if I could say like a percentage of the radius, like an inner and an outer or something like that. Well, it's his mod, Jake, so not possible at all. Okay, never mind then. Okay, so what I'm realizing now, I need to have 2 of these going at once because I'm interrupting one before it's done. I forgot we need to overlap 2 of these, so that should be an easy fix. I need to cut the number of items in the hoppers by 1/2. So if I just do, or sorry, no, I need to double it. So put, brain not working. Right, if I put the full 40 in and put another guy here, now each one will start playing and I can get overlapping sounds. Is there a way, I hope there's a way, where I can just duplicate a whole skadoodler? Oh, role play. It's killing me. Role play, randomized. Is there a way to copy a head with all the information on it? There is not, but I will add it to the list next update. Okay. But that's no worries because I have everything in my back buffer there. So if I do grab another one of these, that's the one that works. And now this one I want to do basically just go back, apply wind 1, which is the 9F2 one. Oh, right, yeah. So I do that. Then I do randomized enabled. Let's get the range in there. And then 4, 3. So we want that one. That one. And that one. Let me see, roleplay, randomized info now. As I just throw the head on the ground, I just want to make sure I didn't put any of the two of them on there together. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, perfect. All right, so now, is there any other? Yeah, no, I'm the only one that uses this audio system as comprehensively as it's been fully designed. Do roleplay info, give you the, yep. Oh, and copy the buttons. Okay, I see. That's a little bit better than trying to go through my backlog, yeah. All right, so what we should hear now is one just starts to fade out, and the next one is fading in, and we should get a consistent blend here. Perfect. Perfect. Because the actual audio file is 20 seconds long. Hang on. The actual audio file is 20 seconds long, so by playing this every 16 seconds, that last tailing 4 seconds where it fades out and the other one fades in, we get a nice cross blend. Future reference to roleplay info will give you everything in one shot. It'll list the modules and the data for them. Roleplay randomized info only gives you info about the randomized. Oh, okay, so if I do... Oh, just this. Oh, of course I have to be holding the head. Please don't go in the hopper. So it tells me range, randomized sound playback, everything about it. Yeah, okay, that's cool. All right, so now... Yeah, Human Portals, we're doing some, we're adding some mountain sounds today. Which, by the way, I must have lost the other... Let's fly around and see how this feels, though. Like your own elytra sound? Like I'm hearing my elytra more than I'm hearing the audio, so maybe we gotta kick the volume up. Right? It sounds a little quiet. Does it need any edits? I don't think so. I think we're just gonna play with some volume, Del. Because through most of this spherical region, I'm pretty much not hearing it. I mean, I can kind of hear it. Try shutting off the elytra first, but that's pointless because people aren't going to have their elytra shut off. We need to have this work with the elytra sound. Audio player volume. Now is this percentage? So I go like 1. No. Can I boost this louder? Can I add gain to this, Brett, or am I capped at 100? I've had this question before. This raw volume won't work. Nope. Ah. All right, so yeah, Del, we're gonna need audio boost on these, I think. That's probably the way it should be, or Brett. I don't know that it should be boostable. Like the audio should be boosted in source, not through game. I'm not beating up Brett today. This is this mod is the greatest thing ever. In case it wasn't clear, like Without this, I wouldn't even make decked out. Like, that's no joke. Without this audio mod, I would not bother making decked out. If I had no control over audio in this game, audio is like 80% of the game, so. Okay, so that one's done. Del, I don't know if you can get to some volume boost. If not, I'm just gonna move on. I can boost the volume, but I still having more of those redstone sources overlapping rather than volume. Well, I mean, this is a massive region, but we're still only covering, like, you know, a fraction of the mountain here. I don't want to have to make 30 of these things. But I guess for because we're still learning, let's make another big region that overlaps with this one quite heavily, so that maybe on the outskirts where the two are overlapping, we'll hear double sound, so maybe it might be better. So let's do that. I need to go get another bed. Is this outside the game then? Yes. This is just atmospheric audio for people flying over the mountain and stuff, just because it's fun. I came down here for a bed. And would roleplay static. Yeah, no, static's no good because it'll be a hard cutoff. You need to have the sound fade out. And rectangular regions. Yes, there's a lot of things that we can't use rectangular regions because they generally don't have fall off. Yeah, no, Del, let's wait and see. Could you have a fade region and an interior static region? I could, and then they play over each other. I'm guessing Del wouldn't like that, though, Risk. All right, let me grab some more rockets. We're using a lot of rockets today. Okay, let's go. It sounds so cool. Let's go do another one. What's up, Spoke? How you doing? Let's do another one out in, like, let's see. No donation reading? Ah, I'm sorry, I'm not hearing them. Pugbug, thank you. Here he is, working hard. I mean, honestly, today's just a fun day. This is totally not necessary, but it's a good way to get started with some audio and stuff. But thank you, Pug. I appreciate it. Thank you. I need louder. I just need to be able to. I just don't hear my own audio sometimes, and it's my fault. So that one redstone box. Oh no, where did I put it? Did I lose it already, or is it over there still? It's over there still, I think. Right? We'll go get it. I'm trying to figure out the next. As far as I know, the fall calculation lands something like this. Yep. I'm not looking. Yep. That's something, Brad. Okay, let's go to the front over here because I'm thinking of putting one over here. Now I want this region to this. That's the only problem with Voxy and Freecan. They don't play nice together. I want this one to kind of clip so that it goes like there. Because again, I want this whole platform to be wind free. So I think we want one, honestly, probably. It's linear. Yeah, okay, that's what I figured. Somewhere in this range. Let's get another sphere going here. Add shape. Sphere. Boom. Enabled. Can you can name these, right? I'm just going to call this peak 1. Yeah. Peak 2. Let's go. We'll just try another 140 or so set here. This is going to be way off, but it's what we do. Wow. That was like a pretty good guess. That was a pretty good guess. Maybe a little lighter on the radius. But that's a pretty good spot. Wow. Let's check depth though now. I think. Oh yeah, see, this is no good. So now we're gonna have audio. The interesting thing is we can actually have audio project through the ceiling of Decked Out. Again, this height right here is the ceiling of the actual gameplay. And I can actually have the sound clip through that a little bit because the player will never be up that high generally. I just can't have it go down to where the player will actually be on the ground level. But obviously this is way too low here, and it will definitely impede the gameplay here. So yeah, map interference, definitely risk. So either this one has to be raised up, which it can't be. So this is interesting. We're going to have to start making a lot of smaller regions because they can't be big enough. Like, if they're too big, they're going to clip into the playable area of the game. And if they're, and yeah, so we just got to make them smaller. Oh, right. And we can't have them be outside the mountain either. So, bleh. All right, so we got to start cranking the radius way down. Let's try 100. And then it's not going to make the audio play and no trespassing warning to Scar. All right, so I lowered that radius down quite a bit. Still way too low, so let's try and raise it up on the mountain. Maybe we can put it like inside there. Like inside this peak right here, maybe. So we'll configure set here. Boss, are you actually going to cover the hole in the mountain? The one block I missed? Yeah, we'll get to it. Low priority. I'm going back there anyways because I got to update those note blocks. Okay. This is still feeling pretty good. I think I can actually do something interesting. I'm listening, Brad. And by listening, I mean maybe listening. Okay, this is good. I can actually increase the radius of this now quite a bit. Let's go 120 here. And believe it or not, I still think we're I still think we're probably, it's close. No, we're good. We're good because the swamp's actually going to lower. Yeah, so I think that's a good spot right there. Should be, it should be able to, I intended to, oh, you guys are having a conversation, I don't know. I think this is a good second location here, right? I can move it a little bit over here, but that's fine. Let's try this. So that means we got to get inside. Would it be too obnoxious to do bigger spheres but set them higher using the bottom part as the main region for the Red Gamer? The reason I want to do that is because the note block and the redstone has to be at the center of the sphere, and to make bigger regions and raise them up means that redstone would be floating in space, and that would look stupid. So, create a region. It was intended that if you created a region and set the range manually, your manual range would take effect over the region, so you could use a region as a cutout. I think I would need a picture, Brett. Are you saying? Right, a box intersecting with a sphere. Is the box bigger than the sphere, or is the sphere clipping outside the box? Like if I'm playing it at a region, where does it originate, the point? It doesn't work, but basically you create a square region that contains the entire sphere, but can clip it on any axis you choose. Right. So we don't want clipping. So that would mean that the sphere has to be wholly contained inside the region. What I'm not sure about is if I'm playing at a region, does it... I don't know how those two work together, because like you play at a sphere, it's a 3D sound originating at the center of the sphere. You play at a region and it plays 100% volume across the region. If I'm playing it at, how do I play it at a sphere inside of a region? Right? It's either regions don't stop 3D audio automatically. Well, I feel like what you're saying is like going to be a great improvement to what I'm doing. I don't want to keep going if there's a much better way to do this. I should have talked to you beforehand, Brett. Sorry. Because if I could put all this redstone in one place and have it just play up in the mountain, oh, that would be so much better. Are you saying that can theoretically be done, Brett? Let me install Blender real quick. What? I'm trying to understand. There's a piece of the puzzle that's not clicking for me. Like how to use regions and spheres at the same time. Regions don't disable 3D audio. But the whole point of a region, I thought, was to play audio in a region meant it had to be non-3D audio. That was my understanding. They act as a clip on top of the 3D audio sphere. That's one use when you combine region with static. Okay. They act as a clip on top of 3D audio. So if I want to put the redstone in a remote location that's not centered at the sphere, am I playing it at a region or am I playing it with a radius? If I'm playing it at a region, does it just both? How would I identify the point to originate the audio from if it's a remote point? It doesn't, I don't feel like there's that control. The origin point is the note block. But the whole point of this, the whole point of using regions is to have the redstone at a remote location. Oh, are you saying like we use a massive sphere? Like a 300 block? This is a lot of braining, I know. This is surpassing my braining on stream. That would need a currently... Okay, Brett, all I need to know is, should I continue doing what I'm doing, or is there a better way, or should I just wait? There's three options. Continue doing what I'm doing, do something a cooler way, or wait for a new feature. I'm okay with any of those three, Brett, but tell me. Sorry, guys. The The redstone would have to be loaded for the playing flying over it. You're right. You're right. We could work on tentacles too. I can promise region clipping will come, but I don't know if I've explained what that will be. It's just hard in this format. I'm extremely bad at understanding people explaining things in Twitch chat. Redstone. Okay, I think it sounds like I wait on the wind and maybe just work on the tentacle sounds. Because the tentacle sounds can probably be localized. No, we're not going to do a Discord call. What does the tentacle sound like? Okay. Let's see here. So you basically make the region bigger than the fall off sphere. I think it's the opposite. I think the sphere is way bigger than the region, but I don't know. I'll need diagrams or something. All right, so this is this a medium or a large? Let me turn these off for a second. That's kind of mid-range. Those two are definitely large. That's definitely a medium. Because it's low to the ground, let's say this one's a medium. Hi, I'm new to chat. What are we doing? Nothing. No, we're trying to add some interesting audio to the exterior of our mountain here. Using a audio mod. Currently, regions work like this. Rectangle cutout inside of a sphere. Got it, but that's what I thought. So basically, I think what you're saying is make a note block play at a radius of like 500 or something. Did I fail to sleep? But then put the region like up in the mountain clips. I think is what you're saying. Up in the mountain peaks and stuff like that. All right, so this one. Let's add a spherical shape. I'm not done typing. Good message. Yeah. Sorry, Brad, to put you on the spot here. Shape render on. Let's add another shape. Configure. The intended case that might help you is this. You make the region larger than the fall off sphere. Interesting. I see why you installed Blender now. Gotcha. So it's a hard clip on the lower y-axis, which is what I want, because that'll be all inside the mountain. But then I can make a really large sphere. So how do I configure that note block, Brad? Sorry guys, we're getting there. Do I configure that to play? Maybe I'm forgetting how regions work. Regions. Apply info named. Right, so I would apply. You can apply a region onto a spherical. We're gonna have to wait. We'll talk later, Brad. Sorry, guys. All right, let me just do these guys because it's fun. All right. Let's configure this one. This is going to be Tentacle northwest medium. We're going to give this a radius of 60. Oh, let's change the color too. Let's see. These can be purple. Gotcha, bud. All right, so the question is, like, we can go big on these. Well, I guess we still have to check the gameplay too. Yeah, I can't make that radius much bigger because the swamp will actually kick over here a little bit. I think that's good right there. Maybe I can fit it. No, I don't think I can fit it in there. The closest I can fit it is right under where I'm standing. Or I can fake it. No. What do we think? Just like that? I think right around there might be what we're doing. All right, that works. So let's get inside here. And it always surprises me when you can like look through the tentacle into the game. Okay, so let's do a little platform here. Yeah, like that. Bum 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 bum. Skis. Oh wait, now this one we want to randomize. Playing roughly anywhere from 15 to 20 to 30 seconds or something like that. But with randomization. So maybe we have a clock going every 15 seconds with a 20% randomization. Or maybe it's not, maybe that's just overcomplicated. Maybe we just play it every 20 seconds and be done with it and just, we don't need the randomization. I think that's probably fine, if I'm honest. Because people aren't going to be, like, hanging out too much here. Armor stand on redstone. The only way I could do 2 armor stands on redstone and then link them together. We could try that. I just don't know if it'll be enough. Do we want consistent or more randomization? Let me go grab a couple of redstone ore and we'll see. Give some space on randomization. Yeah. I almost have to save that armor stand. Okay, 2 of those. Let's grab some redstone ore. Let me just grab a bunch of these. I'm probably gonna be trying them more. So worried that the tentacles are going to make squelch squelch noises. I don't know what squelch squelch means. All right, we need some observers. And more armor stands. Do I even have any more? Or are they in the wood? I can't see any armor stands. Any armor stands here? Oh, yep, there we go. Twink. All right. It's not going to make mac and cheese sounds. I promise you. I don't know how to get out. I don't know where that tentacle is. Oh, I should have got some skulk too, because I'm breaking skulk here. All right, so if we go... Boop, boop. And then we can go boop boop and a little dust. And then the note block could go there. And we should, with super high variance, get that note block playing about every 20 seconds or so. Let's see. Probably not. Redstone ores is 68 seconds in meantime. Is it really that long? Okay, then this is too slow then. I think we're gonna have to shift back to a hopper clock. Yeah. This is gonna be too slow. All right, it was a good thought. All right. Boop, 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 boop. Dust. Nope, that was supposed to be dust. Why not use sapling? It's gonna be the same issue. All right. If I want this every 20 seconds, if I do 30 times 24, that's going to be every 12 seconds. So what do I want? Sorry, 20 divided by 0.4 is about 50 or so. Okay, good enough. Note block on top of that. Get rid of that. And then let's add some sounds. Okay. So these are the medium tentacle sounds. It's like creaking. Yeah, it's good. Haunting. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, these are really good. I feel like it's like wet creaking. Yeah, that's good. So I think we want them a little bit more often. But all right, so to get the full, it sounds like my ankles. To get the full, yeah, Brett, that would be a feature I would love, is to be able to just copy an entire head, like everything, all the stuff, all the randomization, all the radius, everything. Just be like, bloop, duplicate. All right, so I want audio player server file. Let's go medium 1. Unable to audio on a server run the, what? Oh, did I not? I didn't hit tab. I'm working on it literally right now. You're the best. You're amazing. All right, put on item. Boom, DO3. Tentacle medium 1. We'll just say tentacle medium because we're gonna have it randomized. Okay. Audio player. Nope. Wait. What did I say the radius of this was? 60. A creeper's gonna drop in this hole, you watch. Audio player range 60. You know, I'm gonna go 70 because right at the edge you don't hear it at all. And now we're gonna go role play, randomized, enabled. And then we're gonna go audio player, server file, medium 2, copy ID, audio player. Oh, yeah, I should just do this, right? Oh no, I gotta do the append now. Boom. Roll our audio player info. Yeah, where is my, oh, I put the note block in the wrong place because I'm dumb. Yeah, that goes there. We'll be fine. And yeah, my redstone box is up by the, is in the peak of the mountain still, I think. I gotta go get it. All right, I did this wrong. Shouldn't this have, oh. Oh. Okay, so I do have to do the roleplay info one. Okay. Still on Redstone Tech 1. We'll see. We'll see, J-Mac. I think so. Okay, boom, boom. Give me server file 3. Copy, and then go random append that. Let's go medium 4. Copy. Append 5. God, I'm so bad at this. Copy. Append 6. Copy. Append 7. Yeah, it'd be nice if I could just be like, whoop, and just throw these on there. But obviously just having the copy of a full head would be super amazing. All right. That. Randomize append 7. 8. Copy. And then, yeah, there's 9, right? 9. Copy. Append. Okay, so now if I do roleplay info, should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 doinkers. Are you not able to hold a stack of heads at the same time to do this? That's a good question. Maybe I can. I didn't even think of that. If I'm holding a stack, does it apply to all of them? That would have been smart. You can. Ah! Okay, so you can't copy, but I can apply many at once. Yeah, it makes sense, yeah. You can even hold a shulker of items? What? That seems unnecessary. That was my crow noise for the day, yeah. All right, so this is... We got to cut this in half because we're only getting every other loop here. And what did I put in, like 50? Yeah, let's just cut that in half. What do we got, 26 or so? Let's see how this feels. Oh, discs don't stack. Yeah, so if you want to do it for a lot of discs, that makes sense. But it definitely needs like that wind in conjunction with this, right? It's cool. I think everything just generally needs to be louder. Unless... Oh, here we go. The audio for this is based on... this, I think. Correct? Maybe? If so, I'm at 100%. I would assume... Please add this to a volume category now before you do too much. Oh. Okay, yeah. And no, it's not. It's in voice chat settings. Oh, this. Okay. All right, I'm at -3. All right, yeah. So there's a custom... how do you do that? Is it roleplay? I don't know how to do that, Bread. Add a custom slider for decked out, please. Well, see, I don't want to do all of decked out. Is it volume? Yeah, I want to do one for like decked out mountain right now. The problem is it's volume. Okay. I thought this was changing the volume of, you need to add it to the config file in server. Oh, okay. All right, let me go get my noodle box here. Yeah, no, I'm gonna go do it. Yeah. Okay. The problem is, Brett, these are for the whole server is gonna see these, right? So the fact that the whole server sees it makes me feel like, okay, I don't want to have 50 of these. But having just one for all of Decked Out would be totally insufficient. Like, I'm balancing that line between flexibility for me versus being annoying for the server. If that makes sense, right? I'm feeling like 2 or 3 is probably fine. Let's stick this one to be just like Decked Out exterior for now, yeah. All right. We're doing science on stream here, guys. I have no idea what this is, so I'm gonna go see if I can find that file. We'll rename them later if we need to. Yeah, okay. Give me a file name, Brett. What are we talking about here? Is it in the config folder, I'm guessing? Config. Audio player roleplay. Region roleplay server properties. It's right in the world folder. What's it called? Evo? I feel like it's gotta be in the configs folder. World audio player. Let me copy that. Audio player. There's no audio player RP folder. Do I need to make it? Oh, wait, world. Sorry. I'm stupid. Audio player RP. Volume? So there's no volume folder. Do I need to make that? Let's make a volume folder. Custom volume categories in the... Oh, okay. Custom volume category. Okay, I see. It's not in the volume folder. All right, let me copy this. Exciting! And then let's go here. Let's do edit. Yeah, no worries, Brett. I got it. Okay, it's an empty file. So... Configuration for volume category, volume category, volume. Brad, if you could just paste me the line that I need to do here, that'd be super awesome. Example. Category ID name. Oh, so I could just put like do exterior dot name equals decked out exterior do exterior dot icon. I don't care about that. We'll add that later, and then we'll do description equals decked out mountain sounds. Sure. We'll change that later if we need to. I can leave the icon. The icon is optional. Okay. Does the category, just by me putting like doexterior.name, does that also imply the definition of the doexterior? I think that's it, right? Yeah. So I think we just do that. Science! Sure, overwrite that. How does it refresh that? Roleplay volume reload. Woo! It's exciting! Reload categories. Warning logged. Reloading. Please check the server. What? Warnings logged? Yes. Oh! Oh! That's so cool! Yeah! Interior, exterior announcer. We'll have to see how they break down, but something like that makes sense, Jake. Yeah. Truncating name for volume category ID. Okay, whatever. So I'm gonna change this actually to just be Dio, because I see how it's presented now. Boom, 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 boom. Overwrite. We do need a custom icon for sure. Yeah. I mean, I could just put the Dio logo there. That would be cool, right? Roleplay volume reload. Dio exterior, yeah. Okay. Do we want to get the logo in there? My logo is so giant, though. Let's see here. It won't work. No, I know. I'll resize it, Brad. Why not? I mean, do you guys want me to take the time to fix the icon, or do you want me to move on? Oh, but 16 by 16 is going to look super bad, though, right? You guys want the icon? All right, let's see if we can get it. Logo. We'll give it a try, guys. But this is, I mean, it's not meant to be at this level. Which one do I want to do? The dark or the light? Probably the. Hello? Oh, okay, there you go. Let's simplify. We'll do the one without the tree brambles. Let me see what 1 is. Or 3 is. Oh? Yeah. I have multiple versions of the logo here, so this is cool. All right, we'll try 3, because that looks like it's the simplest. Okay, image size. This is gonna be horrible. Pixels 16. Okay. Bleep. It looks terrible, guys. It looks terrible. Like, you can't even tell what it is. Close and reopen the file. You mean re-download it? Sure. Gotcha. Okay, he just cleaned it up a little bit. So that doesn't work at all. I mean, the best I can do is put, like, the letters D-O or something, but for now, it is what it is. We're not gonna bother with it. But we have our own audio group now, which is super cool. So how do I nope, failed. Failed again. Still failing. Almost. I'm gonna die. Okay, there we go. Pork chop power. Which one is it on? There it is. All right, so now I'm an absolute pro, yeah. Oh no! Okay, it was this one, I think. Do I... How do I assign it to that category now, Brad? There it is. Let me go get my cyan terracotta before everyone rages. Future Tango is happy, yeah. Terracotta. Was that what it was, cyan terracotta? Why does this look way more blue than what I had up there? That was what it was, right? I did, Jake. Powers of observation unparalleled. Oh, let's get Skulk too, yeah. Was it concrete? I'm not. Powers of observation. But I mean, I was in the terracotta box, right? That's pretty much close enough. Oh, wait, that's going to be down here. Yeah. And Skulk. We're getting a lot of nonsense going on here. And let's put away some scaffolding. Good. All right. What did my sign say? Don't be mocking my sign. Okay. Let's go do this one now. I think I just want this to be quicker. I know it's gonna get, but like for the average flyby person, I want them to be hearing it more, I think. All right. You wait, let me make sure I got a spot for this here. Okay, and you go there. And now right, that technically works. Why did I just take damage there? Someone just shoot me? I hit a wall. This is cool. This is cool. I'm enjoying this. Okay. More tentacles. It's excessively loud right now, I get it, but, you know, whatever. Okay, so that's that. Let's go do one of the giant ones now. way. Let me turn off you guys temporarily. Let me add a new sphere. Configure this one and call it, what did I call the other one? 10 north. Okay, let's go 10 peak large. And we're gonna go, this one's gonna have a large radius. We'll say 60. We're gonna set it here and we're gonna make it purplish. Why do tentacles make noises? Why wouldn't they? Exactly, yeah. I think it's got to be bigger than that. This is like... This is the big one. Yeah, we got to go much bigger. Good? Dumb questions, but couldn't you build a redstone anywhere? Well, there's potentially a way to do it with regions and stuff, but we're getting there. Yeah, already covered. Alright. I think that is good. Bigger? No, that's getting pretty... Did we go bigger? Don't tempt me. I'll do it. We're gonna need a bigger tentacle. Once you factor in fall off, you're probably right. Let's go a little bit bigger, maybe. Boom, boom, configure. All right, 90. Set here. All right, so where is this guy going? Yeah, plenty of space right in here. Let's get a little platform action going here, right about there. Like so. We'll put the comparator there and there. You gonna stay us up over Australia? I'm so excited by that. Okay. And now I think, yeah, I think now we want to just make like a bunch of these. Checking out making the copy function a command that copies data from offhand to mainhand. That's awesome. Yeah, that's fantastic, Brad. Okay, so could you turn down the wind slightly? Wind hater. Yeah, I'll turn it down a little bit. It'll get fixed on the next one. I know, that means I gotta use my offhand. Didn't feel like it actually got turned. Okay, yeah. Okay. So let's do... We're gonna make... For the I think we only have like 4 large tentacles at most. So let's just make all 4 of these right now. All right, audio player, server file, large tentacle, yes. Copy, and then audio player, apply that. Audio 10 large. Go role play. My brain just keeps getting so confused. Enable, and then now we want to do start cranking through these guys. Boom. Copy. Roleplay, randomized, append that. So there should be 2 on those now. So now we just keep going through these. 3, copy, append, 4, copy, append, 5, copy, append, 6, copy, append, almost done, 7, copy, append, 8, copy, append, and last one, 9, copy, append, audio player, 90, audio player range, 90, audio player volume, nope. Roleplay, volume, apply, decked out exterior, and I think we're done. Creak! So there's a difference between the large and the mediums. I'm stuck. How did I get in here? Oh, there it is. Let me out! Okay. This is so cool. I already forgot the other one. Yeah, this one. Sounds like an earthquake is happening soon. So yeah, with the medium one, you get a little bit more of that high pitch, like cracking noise, and for the large one, you get like that more deep rumbling one. I like it. Yeah. That's super cool. I think I want to change the timers. What do we got? I got about 14 or so in there now. Is the 3D audio working? I mean, it should be. You mean like the fall off? Like I should be able to go over here and hear it more quiet. Yeah, it's working. Have you taken some of the audio from DO2 and recycled it for DO3? No, nothing. There'll be 0 audio coming over from Decked Out 2. I mean, I arguably I should do that if I really want to have full 3D audio. I think I might start playing with normal again. I like 3D positional stuff. But loot and scoot! You know what might be fun? I mean, this is getting way more detail, but these little smoke areas, if they had like their own little sound. But, alright, let's go. Next tentacle. Plenty of space inside here. Scope creep. Yeah, I know it's not necessary. Reduced works a lot better on video. Yeah, I suppose. It's a shame because true 3D would be great for Decked Out, but doinkers, 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 doinkers. Dust piston, dust piston, dust piston. Boom and boom. Boom, 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 boom. And now I can just take one of these guys because it's already pre-configured. And one of those guys. And doink, doink. And we're done. Yeah, I know, Bread. Oh, yeah, the range, I suppose, might be different. What was the range on the other one? Let's add another shape here. Sphere, add, enable, configure, and peak 2. Sure. Boom, 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 boom. Set here. The other one was like, what, 110? Or was it 90? What am I doing wrong? Oh, that is working. Okay, sorry. I was just inside it completely. It's a bit large for that one. Yeah, let's take the radius down a little bit on this one. Range. Let's go 75. And then set this to 75. Hello? Hello? Whoop, whoop. Cool. I wanted to disconnect there. That was weird. The game like started hitching and then I got click happy and then... That's so nice of you to make this commercial for Red Love's Mod. Yeah, I know, right? Alright, let's see if that took 756. Maybe that's why it was freaking out, because it had to render a 756 radius circle. Okay. Liking that. Liking that. Let's get a little torchy action in here. It's a little bit dark. And we'll put blocks over this so that the hopper police don't come and get me. Okay. We're done. Let's sleep. Is it too fast, maybe? Nah. I like it. I want people to hear it. Boom. Needs to be loud. No, I know. We're gonna boost volume on all of these. And I'll do it so that I can just upload the files to the server with the same IDs and stuff. Look at that bat. He's lost. So that I don't have to change anything here. They'll just get naturally louder. The roleplay add-on is basically just made for Tega. How much did he pay you? It's 0. I should. It's an amazing add-on. Okay. We've got windy stuff. More creaks. Faster creaks. That's pretty quick. Tell them if you're here. I am playing these a lot more frequently than we talked about. Hope you're okay with that. Doink. Okay. Are you in the mood to tease us? Maybe? No, I'm not. Ethereal, sorry. All right. Next. So far, we got the two major... I'm not sure. Looking for your input later. We have 1, 2, 3 tentacles. Let's do this guy over here. He still feels like... That still feels like a large. Configure large. All right, add another one. Sphere, add. Enable configure radius. 70, set here. Purple-ish. Powers of observation umbrella. What, Coda? What did I not see? The name you get called is random, all right? When you put 2 nouns in your name, I guess it's not 2 nouns. I'm going to just choose one arbitrarily. All right, how's this look for a radius? A little bit big. Nah, we're good. All right. Yeah, that size works for me, I think, right there. You think that's a small tentacle? You're not wrong, Jake. I do. See, that's a small tentacle. That's a small tentacle. This is the 3rd biggest one in the mountain right here. I think. So I think it's getting the large one. Mm-hmm. Jake's the smart one. No risk. You're both brilliant. Medium and large with random distribution? No, that's too much work. All right, let me set up another skadoodler here. Doinker doinker. That's not correct. Okay. Configure large east. And radius is 70. Range 70. It's gonna be better when we have full wind coverage too. What's up, someone dumb? How you doing? Okay. Man, what a time saver doing that first was. Okay. Let me take a step back here and see where we're at. What's the next? I could do a couple over there. I could do these two in the front here. Do that little guy there. Not going to do anything in the back. I think we do that one. That one's an important one there, because if people are walking up, it would be cool if they heard that one. And we'll make that one a medium. Yeah, rear, definitely. So I think we're going to cheat on this one and actually put the audio source like a little bit closer here. While I'm adding new features, Tanger got any requests? The copy, I mean, not really. A lot of the sounds, Brett, we're going to be getting, there's going to be many variations. Like when I get a new sound from Dell, I don't just get one file. I usually get many files with randomization between them. But that's kind of, I don't know. I was just like, if there was a way to like add all of these files in order, but that's getting really subject to the file name and stuff. So that's kind of feels weird. Just to not have to go iterate through 1 through 9. Like a bulk apply would be cool. Yeah. Like if I could just like have a head and say, you know, role play, randomized, append, and then not even have to deal with the IDs. Just be like, you know, file, you know, audio 1.mp3, audio 2.mp3, audio 3.mp3. Like if I could do something like that, that'd be really nice. But I know that's kind of weird having like variable length command line stuff and stuff. So I don't know. Basically just some way to like simplify the process of adding 9 audio files to a head. But not mandatory though. I mean, when we talk about the net amount of time I'm going to spend doing that versus making decked out, we're talking about 0.00001% of the time. So it's fine. If you have an idea that's not hard to implement, then sure. Okay, I think we're going to put one like maybe right on top of that. Unnecessary block. Yeah. I'm going to put this one like right here. So let's add sphere, add, we're going to call this one 10 front or steps medium. We're going to give this one, we're going to go with like a 55 radius on this one. We'll see. Set here. Done, done. Let me see what this looks like. Yeah, that's good. Because the building won't come out. They'll be like just out of the range as they're like if the building is up here and stuff. But they get it for the full length of the steps and quite a bit of this. And I might get to hear it when I fly in my bat cave and stuff. That's cool. All right, I like that one. Oh no, I did bottom slabs. How embarrassing. Give me this, give me that, give me that, give me that, give me that. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. All right, now we have to make another stack of medium ones. Oh, I definitely wasn't knocking the variations. The variations are fantastic. I miss what you said, Del, but for sure, I love the variations. It's critical, you know? Especially for sounds that like ambient and stuff that you're always hearing. Yeah, definitely need variations. Feel like we need like crow sounds on the stairs too. Yeah, all that stuff is coming. There's gonna be all kinds of, there's like layering. I mean, I don't want to speak for Del, but there's gonna be like layerings of audio. Like even just saying ambient is too large of a category because there'll be like ambient that's like that kind of eerie drone, maybe some windy stuff, like ongoing subtle sounds that you're always hearing while the game's playing. But then there'll be ambient incidentals, like kind of like what we did with the, you know, with the cave coming in into decked out in the nether, like crow sounds or an owl or whoever, like other sounds like that as well. And those all layered together, I think, fantastically. Decked out 2 sounds are so important. Yeah, they're gonna be even, it's gonna be even better in 3, Daniel. All right, so I need to make, I should have named that one, right? Because this right here, I think that's the last large one. Role play info. Okay. Can I name this? I know you can name it when you apply the first. Maybe not. You can give it a custom name when you first do it. I think I forgot to do it, but I guess I'll just do info if I need to. All right, so let's make all of these medium ones. That's no worries, Brad. All right. All the medium sounds are in already. I've already done one of these. So we're looking at, what is it? Like ID? No, there was a way to like search. Oh, it doesn't have autocomplete. Oh, I'm sad. Why is it occurred? Doctor 3 sound design is gonna be poop, guys. Setting the bar low. Setting the bar low, Del. I like it. Yeah. No expectations. It's gonna be horrible, guys. Yeah. I lost the folder. Boom. Audio mountain. There we go. This guy. Just copy that name. Okay. So I can do audio player search that. Put it on an item. Yes. DO. And medium. Boom. We'll change the range on each one individual if you need to. All right, now I got to do some searching here for to copy the name, role play, randomize, enable, append that. Right, did I do that right? Role play info? Should have 2 on there. Yeah, okay. Warning, this will overwrite the randomized data. Something's gonna jump on my head and kill me. All right, search 3, copy, boom, search 4, copy, boom, search 5, copy, boom, search 6, copy, boom, search 7, copy, search 8, copy, search 9, copy, boom. All right. Should have all 9 on there. We're good. Let's do audio player. Nope. Role play volume. Apply that. Okay. So I think we're good there. Now I can put this on top of a note block. And that can go there. I think we're good. A little bit slower, maybe. All right, let's go out there. Horns going off. Where'd it go? I lost it. Get my rockets. Man, I'm tearing through rockets today. Where did I put that? Behind me. Over here. There it is. Okay. Go. Good. Who be doing amazing? Web Dave, thank you. I know. Announcer. New achievement. It's alive. Congratulations, you have successfully given your creation a soul. What's next? Scratch and sniff? Reward? You have received a silver necromancer box. You guys see, for your Dungeon Crawler Carl fans, it's official today. Yeah, the DCC shows Paramount. It has greenlit the DCC Dungeon Crawler Carl show. Which is gonna be, I mean, it's gonna take a couple years to make, I would imagine, but super excited because it's like official and everything now. Okay. Peacock, not Paramount. You're right. Did I say Paramount? Sorry. Absolutely, yeah. They haven't announced who's playing Carl yet, have they? I'm hoping they get Jeff Hayes to do the voice of Donut. But obviously you can't get him to do the voice of Carl because it's live action, so I'm curious who they get. Is there any swearing in the DCC books? A little bit. And honestly, as the books progress, he got a little bit more. Yeah, I wouldn't say a little bit. There's a decent amount. Carl gets a little lippy in the later books. Unless they make Jeff play Carl. I don't think he's got the body for it, Fred. Whoever plays Carl needs to be like a pretty big buff guy. No, the Jack Reacher guy would not be good. What books am I on? I'm still on 5 or 6. I gotta get back into it. Am I interested in playing Mecha Chameleon at any point? I know that's the big rage right now. I've watched it and it looks interesting, but a couple of hermits have asked me to play and I was just kind of like, I don't know. Maybe I need to give it a shot, but it doesn't. It looks like it's going to be fun for about a week and then kind of done. Carl Urban, yeah, he could play it maybe. He's a little bit old, yeah, but he'd be good. I should try it. Maybe we'll say, yeah. So yeah, we're making custom audio for the mountain guys. One of these days I need to actually get some slabs and like make this a runnable thing. This is cool. This is cool. Okay. Let's do, well, now that we got the medium ones, right? We could dirt slab. I would love dirt slabs in this game. How many times I've wanted dirt slabs? Or mud slabs or any kind of organic slab. I mean, we have stone, but we need like a mud or a dirt slab or something like that so bad. Something with like a brown, you know, not wood texture. All right, which one do we do next? We do that one. Let's go over here. Let's do this one. We should be able to, now that we got the heads done, we got a stack of them, we should be able to do these pretty quick. This one's a little bit tighter in here. Can we get one in here? Yeah, I think I might have to do like that. Let's see here. Comparator. Nope. We can kick it back a little bit. Let's go down here a little bit. What's up, noises? How you doing? Okay, give me that, and sure, we'll see where we go from there. Give me, nope. Actually, let me see here. See what my buddy's doing here. Hi. Putting out a little request. We'll see. We'll see. All right. Doinkers. Doink, doink. Do that. We'll do that. And we'll take one of these and stick it on there. And what did I have? The audio player info? Roleplay info? Radius is still 55. Let's add a shape here. Sphere add. Boom, boom. This is an east medium 1. Sure. Boink, boink, boink. And we probably want to kick the radius down on this, but let me see what 55 looks like. Tanner, can you please get Mrs. T back on stream again? Randomness, I've been trying. If trying to get her to stream 2 Point Museum, trying to get her to stream her booked out idea. I don't know. I think she's just nervous or something. I don't know. This might need a bigger radius. Just because the only people that are going to hear this is like flybys. I guess the real question is like, at what point do you hear the sound and no longer relate it to the tentacle? That might be it already. Like, cause like out here, if you're flying by out here and you hear that sound, you're just gonna be like, what was that? All right, we'll leave it. It's subtle. Did you flash the BIOS? Okay. That's cool. I fell. Well, that's good because I need more rockets anyways. Oh, the other little side project I worked on last night, because I was getting frustrated with trying to solve design dilemmas. I was like, all right, let's go do some redstone. I did the portcullis for the main gates. I haven't like built the details around it yet, but the tech of lowering and raising the portcullis is really cool. So that's fun. I mean, it's nothing fancy. I'm a little disappointed because like the entrance to Decked Out 2 was so cool with the doors, the stone doors that slowly slid open. And this one doesn't have anything like that yet. So I'm still kind of looking for it, because once you get there, the gates are going to be open already. It's really the fact that as you're playing the game, the gates can slam shut, which is cool. And you might get there and the gates are closed and you have to figure out what to do. But I kind of want something else that like just takes their breath away as the The minecart ride down to Growick finishes. They're standing outside the village looking at the gates to enter. They need something there, right? There'll be pork list sounds for it's slamming. Yeah, Del. I think that was on our original list. We need like global sound for like the pork list slamming shut. Like when you hit max omen. But we'll get to there, yeah. This is similar to the entrance of DOT where you had the anime. No, it's not randomness, and that's the thing. Like right now we don't have anything super cool like that. Rockets. This is that's the large one. And I think these are all the medium ones. Okay, let's go do a couple more medium ones. Can you custom model the mine carts? I don't think so. I think you can only custom model the stuff that equipment and stuff. But I have rides for the minecart ride down. I'm talking about like when the minecart ride ends. Scope creep? No, this is the feel and setting the tone and having an impressive entrance to the game is important. I feel like that's not scope creep. Not at all. Like seeing the awe of people when those doors open the first time and everything was like super cool. Exactly, Grog. Exactly. Like I was super proud of how that turned out, and watching people go like, whoa, those doors every time was totally worth it. All right, let's do this guy down here. A drawbridge? That's not a bad idea. If we had the crate mod, I would 100% do a drawbridge. It's kind. What an excellent flyer. Oh, we did this one already. How embarrassing. Do I not have a shape for this one? Or I guess I didn't have a... They're all on. Those are the wind ones. Oh, well, this one's done already. I remember Scar going, that never gets old. Yeah, exactly. Did you move the shape? I might have. Oh, this one needs to be done right here, I think. Right? Yeah, this one's not done. All right, let's do this one. This is definitely a medium. Oh, look at this one. See the detail, guys, that no one notices. Like all these little like extra nooks and crannies I added that no one will ever even know are there. Yeah, Scar really appreciates because Scar's he's the amusement park guy, the theme park guy, right? And the experience of entering decked out, both from the mansion up top to the minecart ride and getting off and the front door and stuff, like that's we know, right? Like that's an important part of the experience. You know, not so much on your 50th run. Scar knows all about this stuff, yeah. All right, where am I putting this here? This looks like this might be going below in the mountain here. I'm all on my netherrack already. Do I just... We'll do it here. I'll just have to put some... I'll have to put some a little bit more skulk to hide this probably, but that's fine. Nobody comes down here anyway. Scar still wants Sango to build a roller coaster for one day. I would love that, Daniel. I would love to invest like a couple months into building an ultimate roller coaster ride for Scar. But not just silly minecart stuff. Really like try and push the boundaries and stuff. That'd be fun. Do you have it so you can only play once per day or so? No, Spooky. There's going to be probably in the same lines of Decked Out 2, where I give out items, keys, whatever you want to call them, you know, permission slips to run the game. And that's necessary for game balance reasons. Smear Gwyn, yeah, that's a really good way of putting it, yeah. Maybe you rule, yeah. Oh, because I've been putting them all in the, right. Been putting them all in the thing for the thing. What's the win condition for Decked Out 3? It'll be the team that gets the most points. I know that's vague, but it's still a point-based. Decked Out 2's been played over 17,000 times? For real? I mean, I would love to know how many times it's really been played outside of Hermitcraft, like in the world download and stuff like that. Because 90% of that is completely untracked, and there's no way to even know. Like, how many people downloaded and played it a couple times by themselves? But what I'm really interested in is how many people like downloaded it and like got a group of like 20 peoples and set up their own like, because that's what I always thought would be fun is redo it. Like, get a group of 10 to 20 people, like if a server you play on or something like that. And really like, okay, guys, we're playing we're going to play for 6 weeks or whatever, or whatever. Like, that would be super cool. Bold of you assume I have 20 friends. Well, I mean, I don't have 20 friends, but you know what I mean? Like 20 people you're associated with on a server or something like that would be all it takes. H-Bomb played a lot, yeah. My name. Set here. Boom, 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 boom. I can send you the stats link for the public deals. Oh, yeah. But that's just one. Man, my voice. That's just one public server, though. 4ply, like, maybe that was the most popular, but there were probably tons of private servers or medium level servers set up too. Okay. I think that's it for the tentacles. We did that one. I don't have a sphere on it. All the major tentacles are covered here, I believe. I got to cover this up a little bit here because this is actually like visible. Perfect. And perfect. Okay. Let's go see how we're doing. Will there be a way of winning the game truly like Pearl did? I'll be honest, when I made Decked Out 2, I didn't have that like beat the story in mind. It really just came to be when I was making level 4. I was like, you know, I could just have this little extra thing here. But in retrospect, I realized how important that was in that feeling of unveiling how it. Yeah. So yes, I do have much more end game plans. I mean, not to spoil things, but yeah, there's going to be some experiences that are non-traditional decked out experiences that happen at the end that are going to be pretty cool. They're going to take some time. So yeah, I'll say yeah. I don't know what it is right now, but I do really want to have some kind of end game experience. And you'll be learning, if I do this right, you'll be learning about the story as you progress through the game and the history of Greywick and all that stuff. Let's do this last one here. Unless I did this one already. Nope. Let's do this last one here. And then we'll call it. Do you want the teams to discuss it amongst themselves? Discuss what? The story, the progress, the... Obviously, I expect all the teams to have a private Discord channel where they're, you know, discussing strategies and stuff. Maybe they can share story unlocks, but it's all going to be spoiled by chat anyway, so. Is 140k block building viable in less than a week on a brand new server? No. Got it, foreplay. You don't trust chat to not spoil things? I don't trust... Like, the vast majority of chat is cool, and they're not going to ruin it, but it doesn't matter. All it takes is 1% of chat who can't control themselves and have to give away spoilers, and that does ruin it. So it's just a fact of the way it is, unfortunately. You know, I'm not complaining. It's the way it is. So you have to be aware that anytime I give out information, as soon as one player discovers something, especially if there's like, if it's just story, then players don't, or viewers don't feel as much of a need to shout it out. But if there's like a secret that someone discovers, or like a secret passage or that kind of stuff, it immediately gets spoiled just because people are like, oh my gosh, I have this information, you need to know it, and they have to say it, and that's just the way it works. Nope. Okay. What's this background music, by the way? This is just some electro jazzy swing stuff. And you need to look to your left. I'm looking to my left. What? Yeah, no, I mean, I've thought about ways of like, honestly, like I was honestly considering things like, oh, that left. Nightshade, thank you, DNR. I did. Yeah, I don't want to do it, but I appreciate the suggestion, Nightshade. Thank you very much for the way, Nightshade. Really appreciate you. I went through some like ideas of like, instead of giving out lore to players, right, that instead I give them a token or something like that, a lore token, lore 47. And if they make it out of the game with lore 47, they can come hand it to me, and then I give them that information offline. That means that the players have more information than the viewers. Like, and that's got pros and cons, right? It keeps things secret, and it means everyone can have their own story progression independently. But it excludes you guys, and you guys don't get to go on that ride too. So yeah, so I went away from that. But I just want you to know that I did have that like kind of thought where it was like ways of giving hermits information secretly, but. Will deal be finished within a year? Within a year of right now? I hope so. seems like a lot more work for me. I don't care what's work for me. I care about what works best for the game. And it's really not, even if I did want to do that, it's not like it's a lot of work. I just have to write down, keep my lore in a spreadsheet with a number, and then when someone comes to me and says, hey, I got 47, and I say, show me, and I read it to them. Like, that's not hard. Okay. Have you done a lodestone teleporter? Nope. Like Compass, or not Compass, Cubs got a bunch of those. Could you bring the lore by role-playing as the Dungeon Master? It'll be a massive streaming event. What do you mean by that? I mean, the question is about, like, when and stuff, Nick. I don't know. I think the players need to experience it in the game in the end. That's the best way. Do you want some barbecue chips? I am getting hungry. All right, we're going to wrap it up, guys, because obviously my voice is getting trashed. We're hitting close to 3 hours. We didn't get the wind done, and the wind is going to be the thing that makes the big difference, but we did get all of the creakings in and stuff, which is really cool. We got to tweak some volumes, maybe some frequencies and stuff. But I think this is a good start, but the wind is really what's going to make the difference. I'm going to wait for Bread to really iron out what he thinks is the best way to implement that. I think I know what he's saying, but we'll get there, yeah. So probably next stream we'll get this finalized, and get all the wind in and everything, so that as you're flying around here, you just always hear wind. And then we'll get back to some other cool stuff next week. I'm excited. What's the rumbling? It's the tentacles rumbling. The cursed tentacles of the mountain. I like it. I like it. It's my tummy. When next stream? I don't know. I'm just trying to see if Birdie wanted to fly some cars tonight. I'd be up for that, but in all likelihood, probably next week. Let me turn off the renderer. No promises. Skiz is streaming. Yeah, we're gonna raid Skiz. So we'll see. There may be a car ball tonight, but I would imagine not. We'll see. Yeah, Birdie and I played a little bit last week just off stream, and we just had so much fun. So I was like, we got to stream this again. Okay, we're going to raid Skiz. Oh, hi.
Did I miss it?
Yeah.
Did I miss all the exciting placing?
There's so many people who want you to stream. I just want you to say that. Just saying. It's a lot of pressure. Stream? No. They want you to get back into it. All right. We're out of here, guys. Raid. I believe Skiz is playing Mecha Chameleon or whatever the game is with his family, which should be funny. Puppies, and then I think his son and daughter are playing as well too. So it should be good. So get on over there and show some love, show some support, please, guys. We're gonna raid. Let me find the thing with the thing. Nope. This.
Wrong thing.
That was fun, guys. We didn't get as much done. I want to get the audio completely done, but we'll get there. Next week we'll finish this up for sure. All right, guys, waiting on the timer. Have yourself a great weekend, and I'll probably see you Monday. Later, guys.